Welcome to the Fezzer Garage. I'm Justin and this is YouTube's most seriously average car channel. Now, today I'm going to do a quick video with the Lamborghini because, as you know, I tracked it and the brakes failed, and since then I haven't really used it. Well, because it didn't really have any brakes. And it's been away for a while because we had to order parts, and I will give you an update on that shortly. But the first thing I wanted to do was, because after the track day, obviously when you're pounding around a track for quite a while, it tends to consume oil. So I thought I'd show you how to check the oil on a Lamborghini Gallardo, because it's not like a standard car. Because it's a bit different to a normal car, I thought I'd do a little quick video with it, give you an update on the brakes, and yeah, that's the plan for today. Right, first things first, the engine gets hot, as does the oil cap, so you need something to hold it with, and some very technical bit of kitchen roll to wipe the dipstick. Excuse the bleeping, that's because the car's in the key is in the car. So to open the hood, bonnet, whatever you want to call it, engine cover, normally, like in Ferraris and stuff, normally it's here, but in this car, and I think most Lamborghinis, it's behind the seat. It's just a little lever here. There we go. Ow. There's our oil. First thing you've got to do is make sure that the engine is hot. And I've been using the car this morning. We went for breakfast and we took this car, so the engine is already hot. According to the manual, what you have to do, because remember this car is a dry sump, so it means that the oil isn't at the bottom of the engine like you would have on a standard engine. It's like in a different container as such. You actually have to run the engine for on about 2,000 revs for at least 50 seconds. So we've got, I normally try and do it for just over a minute, just to be sure. So we just try and maintain it at around 2,000 revs. Right, let's give that a minute. Now, according to the manual, what you have to do is switch the engine off, and then within 60 seconds, check the oil level. So, because obviously pretty quickly it's going to exit the deposit, so we need to check it within a minute. So, switch it off and run backwards. Right, let's check this. Literally just pull it out. I used to think you had to screw it out, and I spent ages trying to screw the thing out, but you don't need to. And we can see on there that it is below minimum. Yay! So I haven't checked it since I went on the track day because, well, the brakes failed, which I mentioned earlier. And so I haven't, it's literally just come back. It's been gone, well, I haven't used it for like a month or something. So, oil. Let's put some oil in. Goes down really quick once the engine's stopped running. Put that there for now. So the recommended oil is 5W40, and I know some people are going to say, Justin, you put in Repsol oil in the car, what's happened to high quality oil? Well, it's good enough. I might just check how much I've put in. Do not want to never overfill. These are really easy to overfill. Oh, I've just run the engine again, so I'm just going to check where we are with this. Seem to have slightly overfilled it. Slightly overfilled it. Should be all right. That was not the best instructional video on how to check the oil on a Lamborghini Gallardo because, well, it was a bit of a faff and I overfilled it, so it's only a little bit, so I think it should be okay. Checking the oil on the Ferrari is actually slightly different because you have to leave the engine running on that one. So I might do a video on that, but I probably won't. Let's talk brakes, because obviously I went to the track day with the Gallardo and the brakes failed, so I hadn't used it since then, and then it went away for like 2 or 3 weeks while we waited for the parts to arrive. It was what I thought. It was actually the master cylinder that had failed. It's always that, really. So here's the old one. Normally it's the seals. I think you can probably just replace the seals, but most people just replace the entire part, which is what we've done. The price of that came to 460 euros, not including VAT. So I added on 21% to that. Whilst the car was there, one of the things with these cars is that the handbrakes are really poor. So they're really, really poor. They tend to not to hold the car very well on a hill or anything. You've always got to leave it in gear. But my handbrake was making like a rackety sound as you went up and down. So that was a really bad description of a handbrake going up and down. It had worn, so we needed a new handbrake. So we replaced the handbrake. Here's the old one. You can see that it's slightly worn in places, probably not on that camera. This, amazingly, was a lot more expensive than the master cylinder. So the master cylinder was 460, and this piece of metal, 736 euros, plus VAT. Oh, my hands are greasy now. This was a really bad idea to wear a white top whilst doing some work on the car. The other thing was as well, we have put in a higher quality brake fluid. So in case we do, so it's more for racing. It's a racing grade brake fluid. So in case we do go to a track next time, that is the brake fluid that's in the car now. If you've ever driven a car on track, you know when you get to that point where you're pressing the brake and you feel like you're giving it everything it's got, but it's not really slowing the car down. So basically, the fluid's overheated, so this has a higher temperature threshold, so it'll take a lot more pounding. So with the new master cylinder and with the new oil, it should be good for the track, hopefully without any issues. But I won't be taking it for a while, so probably won't be till next year now. That liquid was 100, oh no, we bought 2 cans of it. So there's 1 can already in there and a little bit of this one. They were 77 euros each. It's 155 euros in oil? In brake fluids. So total bill for the repairs, so that's to change the master cylinder, change the handbrake and put the new fluid in. Total bill plus tax was 2,155 euros. Ouch. Bread and water for a few weeks. That was a very, very terrible video of checking the oil and an update on the Lamborghini. I was very late this week with the video because I was away in Barcelona with my kids and we had a lovely time, but I was away and I couldn't record. So this one's coming out really late this week. Hope you're all well and I will catch you next time. Bye.